Right, people, we are live. Good morning. Good morning to everyone, anyone on Facebook who's watching. Kathy and I are here and joined by Mary, and hopefully a few more of you will join in. I'll put the link in the comments, and we're ready for our Saturday Zoom.
Sounds good to me.
All right. I'm just gonna go put that link in the Facebook. If I can.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell everyone what I have in my diffuser going. I have 2 drops of clove and 3 drops of lemon. No name for it. I just thought that would be a nice thing to put in here, knowing that Linda informed me yesterday that clove and lemon are great for support for our liver. So since we'll be talking about that later today, I thought I'd put that in there.
That sounds lovely. And in my diffuser today, I forget what I have because I put it in there last night. We'll talk about the back in stocks a little bit later, but I have I found some recipes because vanilla is back in stock, and then I found this beautiful graphic here with lots of vanilla recipes and diffuser combos. So I have hot cocoa. So it's 5 drops of vanilla, 3 drops of stress away, and 2 drops of peppermint. And it is cozy and it smells delicious. I want to drink it. But it smells so good. No, you can't drink it, but you
can't drink
it in with your breath. So that's what I have in my diffuser this morning.
You're going to put that in the comments, right? So I can copy it.
I will do that. I have I had to make a special folder for all the pictures today so I could find them easily and know what we're doing, and because I hate scrambling. I like to be prepared. So we've got some promos for February. It's only the 6th, so this is the first time we're mentioning it. And I will share my screen and show you all of these wonderful, lovely promos this month. All of these are amazing oils. They smell wonderful and they have great properties for different things. Like I think of the Ilan Ilan as female hormone support, but it's also great in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Patchouli's got that one-of-a-kind scent, might bring you back to your childhood. I know a lot of people used to burn patchouli incense. I think my aunt used to do that a lot. Stress away. We all need that these days. I need my stress to go away. And One Heart was a special blend. Is that, I got my oils mixed up. This isn't one that Gary was working on, or that?
I think they did that. He might have been working on it, but I know it didn't come out at last year's convention.
Yes.
So I think that was kind of like something he may have started, but you know,
was this the Gary's blend? No, Gary's Light is Gary's blend.
Right. So One Heart was developed, can't remember why, but I know it's very calming and relaxing. Like you want to use it when you're meditating or just kind of sitting back and relaxing is more of when I diffuse it or I put it on.
This one, it is amazing. Now I'm remembering this, and now I want to dump my diffuser and put this in. This has so many different oils in it, and it has like the overtones, like you can smell all of the different oils. I'm pretty sure there's some blue tansy in here.
Oh, I'm sure there is with the.
That's delightful.
So grounding and.
Right. You can see the level you have to reach on your orders. The only one you can't get unless you're on Essential Rewards is the one of those, the patchouli. Yeah, the patchouli. That one you have to be on Essential Rewards and you hit the 190 PV level. And you know what? If you're just buying oils, it doesn't make sense to hit 190, 250, 300 unless you're using a lot of oils, and you don't need to use that many oils. If you're like me, I like to have my collection, you know, and make sure I have, I still don't have all of them, but when we're talking about Essential Rewards, the best way to use your Essential Rewards is also to use the products, the personal products, the supplements, things like that. Now that's when you're going to be reordering. If you're on Ningxia Red, Life 9, those are some that I buy every single month for my health. Master Formula, that's the multivitamin. So it seems like, well, I'll never spend that much money on oils. Well, no, we don't expect you to. What people should be doing is embracing the lifestyle, getting rid of the toxins, using the Thieves Cleaner and the Thieves products, essential, the Ningxia Red supplements, personal products, all of those things are the things that you'll use over and over again. And you're giving your body a gift when you start using natural, clean products without all of those toxins. So
exactly.
I just wanted to mention that because I feel like when we post those and people are like, I'm not spending $300 on oils.
Right.
Well, no.
Not. And just think of it as too, the way I thought of it years ago when I got on Essential Rewards was that instead of spending that money at a grocery store, like we have Meijer here, which also sells personal care products. We also have Target, which sells personal care and cleaning products, and so does the grocery stores. So instead of spending my money there, I'm transferring that money to clean products that I know I can, you know, switch in and out on my order and not have to worry about going to the store to get them because they're delivered right to my house.
Right.
And now if you get to that certain point, $100 or 100 PV rather, you're also getting free shipping. So
it just makes sense.
It makes sense to me. And like you said, it's a lifestyle of switching from things that are toxic to non-toxic.
Which
or
fits right into our
clean.
discussion today because we're going to be talking about your liver and liver health. And the liver is affected by all these toxins. But before I get ahead of myself, I'm going to share the screen and talk about the value in Essential Rewards. Let's see. Can I move this? There we go. I want to make it big enough. I can't see what I'm looking at. So, I mean, I can see it. I just can't see what it looks like to you. So I tried to clean this up a little bit to make it a little easier. So this is the list of the different promos that Young Living is offering this month. So when you reach 100 PV, you get the free shipping, which is worth $6.99 plus tax. So the tax really depends on what area you live in. If you're on Essential Rewards, you also at 190, you're going to get the 5 milliliter patchouli. We already talked about that, which is, I've valued that one at about $18 because they don't usually sell it in a 5 mil. So I had to kind of estimate the price for that one and the Ylang-Ylang. So if you spend 190, you're on ER, you're going to get free shipping, patchouli and Ylang-Ylang. If you move up to 250, you're going to also, in addition, get that Stress Away 15 milliliter. And if you get to 300, there are 2 oils at that level, the One Heart and the Sacred Frankincense. All in all, the value of Essential Rewards there is $166.99. That's your promo value. So this chart, what it shows you is, say you're not on ER and you did place a 190 PV order. So you're going to get $26.99 extra in promos. That's the shipping and the Ylang-Ylang. You're not going to get any points because you're not on ER. So the total amount you're paying before tax and shipping is $190. And because you're not on ER, your value, your total value is going to be that 190 plus 26.99. That amount should be different, but I'll have to fix it. That should be what should it be? That should be $216.99 is your total value for that 190 that you paid. Now these numbers are correct. These all moved over the right way. So you spend 190 and you are on ER. For that 190, you're going to get $282.49 worth of product and points. And the points are like cash. So the number of points that you would get, let's see if we can figure out the difference between that 216. You're getting about $70 in points at the highest level. That's after you've been on for 2 years. But if you're just starting, you're getting 253 minus the 216. You're getting about $35 in points, right? You're getting 10%. Well, I shouldn't say that. You're getting 19. I don't know how I messed up those numbers. Yeah, you're getting $19 in points plus the free products. Okay. But you get 10%. So you're $19 in points. If you're at 20%, that would be $38 in points. And if you're at 25%, like Kathy and I are, you would be getting $47.50 in points to use on free product at another time. So your total value is a lot more than just that price paid. Look at the $300 level. If you are on ER and you get PV at $350, your value is way more than that, $541.99, because you're getting all of these plus 25% back in points. Crazy, right? Mm-hmm. So I like to do the math so people can see that it really is worth the value there. All right. Moving on. So,
excuse me.
Yes.
Before you move on, what if you already did your ER order already? So you don't get another one.
You already did it. Well, I don't know. Lori was on a few weeks ago, and she said that you can call in and place a second ER order for the month, but you have to call in. Now, I've never attempted this. I don't know, but you could call in and place a second. I don't know if you were to call them and say, can I change my ER order or add on to it? I don't know what they would say, but maybe you can say, look, I really want to take advantage of those promos. Can I add on? I just don't know if they would include the first 50 PV that you already purchased and it's probably on its way. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably
so that would be you'd have to call the
members resource.
Yeah. And talk to them about that. But Lori did say, and here's my hint about talking to customer service. If at first you get someone who doesn't know what you're talking about, isn't helpful, or you can't understand them or they can't understand you, say thank you for your time, hang up and call again. You're going to get somebody else. Okay. Which I have done. Sometimes I get somebody who we're just not communicating. They're not understanding because they have a preconceived notion. They have their list of things that people usually want when they call. And if I come in with something different, it throws them off balance. And then they don't know, they're stuck in what they think you want and they can't move on to what you do want. So if at first you don't get your answers, try again.
Yep.
I do that with a lot of customer service.
I'm sorry?
I do that with a lot of customer service.
Yeah, the customer service.
I'll always get somebody else. Listen to their name so that if you hang up and you call back, you get the same person. You're like, no.
Yeah.
So our promos and events, I don't think we have anything special going on right now. Just we would love for people to share. So if you're watching this and you have a testimonial, if you love a certain product and you just want to sing the praises, or an oil or something, and you have something to offer for us and want to share on Zoom with us, we would love for that to happen. And, you know, we may thank you in different ways.
Yep.
Also, yeah, we also like to do classes. So if you want to know more about Essential Rewards, if you're just catching this on Living Well and Wise or on the replay somewhere, and you don't know enough about them and you want to learn, then contact the person who invited you to however you're seeing this. Okay. There are 3 ways to see this. One is that you are in the Zoom with us right now, like Mary. 2, you can catch it if you are a member of Living Well and Wise on Facebook. And you can see it live right now, streaming or on the replay. And way number 3 is that I'm now posting the latest 4 weeks. So after today, there'll be the 4th one will be up and on lindaloveslab.com, and you have to go to Zoom something or other. Zat Zoom or Saturday Zoom. There you have to go to more, and then you can find the link and get there. So the last 4 are there. So even if you are watching it now and you want to catch it again, that's another place that you can find it. So yeah, we would love people to share with us. So we share with you all the time. It's your turn.
That's right.
All right, Kathy, what's on sale? What does Young Living have on sale this week?
What's on sale? The White Aria is on sale.
It's not even on sale. It's brand new.
It's brand new. It's brand new. Are you so
yeah, I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay. So the White Aria, you can get it 2 ways. You can get it in what's called the Make It Happen collection. And that includes the White Aria, and it includes 5 ml of Valor, and it also includes 5 ml of Palo Santo. And we
Those
all
are amazing oils.
They are. Valor to me gives me like confidence. It relaxes me. It just helps me feel better.
And I have my roller for my liquid confidence. So, and I'm doing an online video with a bunch of people I don't know. I love it. But yeah, that's my everyday oil.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Palo Santo is my everyday oil too, because it has great properties for inflammation, to fight inflammation. And I mix it up with some copaiba and some lemongrass, and I put it on my knees in a roller bottle. So I wear that every day for my knee support.
And if you're having, little bits of like nightmares or something like that, or how some kids will have night terrors, you can also diffuse a little bit of that with white angelica. And that kind of helps with
which one, the Valor or the Palo Santo?
The Palo Santo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's kind of nice too.
I don't know if this is going. Yep, I have to stop share and go back in and share to see the other collection. All right, I don't know where it is.
Okay, and the other collection is called Take a Moment collection. And as you can see, it has the White Aria diffuser. It has the 5 ml of bergamot, which is a citrus oil. And it also has 15 ml of cedarwood. So
both 2 of my favorites. Of course, I haven't really met an oil I don't like, even the ones that don't smell good are good for you and have done good things for me. I was resistant in getting the Aria diffuser for I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary. And I've been wanting it. And I hit it. I hit the sale button there and I bought one. I bought the other collection, the Make It Happen collection, because I use the Valor and the Palo Santo all the time. I figured, well, that's a no-brainer. But I can't wait. Next week, I will bring it in here and show you because it'll be behind me. I'll bring it in here. I'm not going to keep it in here, I don't think, but I think I'm going to show it off in my living room because it's just that beautiful. But I will have it next week because I'm supposed to get it on Monday.
Did you order something else with that? Because the PV on that was $223 for the collection you got.
I
So
did.
you ordered an extra oil to hit the 300. So you not only get that diffuser with those 2 oils, you get, what is it, 5 oils total?
Well, 4 because it wasn't an ER order, but yeah, 4 extra oils. Everything but patchouli.
Right. That's awesome.
Yep. I added on that gold eyeshadow, that gold collection that is just a limited time. I thought, okay, I'll get that one. I want to play with that. And I think I ordered something else. I can't remember, but yeah, I did get it to 300 PV. So I would get all those extras. It just makes sense not to throw money away, right?
So technically you got 5 oils for adding the 1 extra oil in there because you paid for the extra oil, but you got all those other ones. So if you divide that cost into, I mean, it's minimal for, I mean, each of those oils.
What was I going to say about that? I forgot what I was going to say about that. No, those oils were great, but to me, they were just extra because I'm so in love with that aria. I can't wait to get my hands on it. And I was really, I was telling you, Kathy, yesterday that I was like, sometimes it comes early, and a truck was here at 9 o'clock, but it wasn't UPS, it was FedEx. It was Girl Scout cookies. Did you know you could get them delivered? Not that I need them, but I was helping a friend, helped them big time. So I may be giving away cookies. Let's see. Okay. So now I'm in the wrong spot. Let's see. Also, with Young Living this month, we have some back in stocks. So vanilla was one of the big ones. And I don't know if you saw the story that I wrote. A lot of us had the same story that we got from our upline about how they're sort of all connected for Valentine's Day. You brush your teeth, you put on your dream catcher. They had a little story, and then they say, oh, you use the sensation oil and things heat up in the bedroom, but oh, it broke the latex. So now you're expecting the seedling, the baby. So you need the seedlings. It was a very cute story. So everything was connected except for maybe the Infect-Away, which is an animal sense product for your pets. But some of my favorites are on there. Ginger. I'm going to use a little ginger today. I didn't tell you that. I'm going to sneak that into the ingredients with the DIY. And my whitening toothpaste. I like the Aroma Bright. I use that pretty regularly, but I like to switch on and off and use the whitening toothpaste too.
Me too.
And that one tastes more like a traditional peppermint toothpaste. I think it foams up more. It's more traditional versus the Aroma Bright, which is like all business. Yeah, I like it.
And the whitening one is kind of like a silkier feel to it when you're brushing. I don't know.
I like them both, but I like to switch on and off. And the vanilla, I ordered a couple. This is limited to 2 with vanilla, but I ordered 2 of them. So I'm waiting on those. Well, actually, I put them on my ER order, so I'm waiting on those. And then this is one I didn't put in here, I don't think. Oh, no, I did. This came out last night, I believe. Shoot, where are we? Okay, it doesn't like what I put up there. Hold on a second. Okay, let's close that. Put that up. I'm sorry, having technical difficulties. There we go. Now it wants to share had trouble finding what I wanted. So these are all products that were available from the holiday catalog. And I guess they're not going to be a permanent addition, like this Kid Sense in the 15 milliliter size. And this is the Sleepy Eyes. They come with the Snowy the Owl Diffuser for kids. And it's amazing and so pretty. Did you get a Snowy Owl, Mary? I know you like owls. Did you get that diffuser? So those come together, but that's a limited item. So we may never see Snowy again. The Winter Nights collection here, that's the hands, the lotion, the soap, and then the actual oil. Smells divine. It's got a lot of Northern Lights black spruce in it. It really just does smell like winter, like a winter's night, but it's really cozy. The Joy is a permanent thing, but but the earrings is what is on sale. And so these Joy earrings, you can put the Joy on the beads. I put some on the tassel, and you can wear those. Oh, I forgot my earrings today. And so I like that product. That was nice. Dream Catcher, those are for your shower and throwing them out, putting them on the bottom of the floor when you're taking a shower, and it releases all good scents. And the Vanilla Mint, that is a body cream. I can't read the other one. I think there's another one there too. Maybe I should put my glasses on. Nope, they both say Vanilla Mint.
Yep.
I don't know if they're two different products. And then of course the lip balm, which I may get one of those just because I like the container they come in. I love their lip balms, but the container is so cute and you can reuse it for different things too. So those are now available, limited quantities and while supplies last, because they are getting rid of all of the extra holiday catalog items that aren't going to be regular items. Okie doke. There we go. I think we've covered all of those things today, and time for our discussion about liver health. And I wanted to talk about liver health only because I know several of my acquaintances, friends, relatives, drink a lot, and I worry about their livers. I worry what they're doing to themselves. Now, there are ways to combat it, but still, like, drinking heavily is one of the worst things that you can do for your liver. And I just wanted to look into liver health and see what we could do, to put some messages out there that this isn't good. And I looked at the guidelines. I mentioned this before on this, is when you, like, for alcohol consumption, 1 drink a day for women is all you should be having so that you don't overtax your liver. 2 for men up until the age of 65, and then it's 1. So I worry when I see somebody drink, a whole bottle of wine by themselves, like, what are you doing to your liver? So.
Right, I agree with you on that. I also, when I look at people, and I'm not, just like what they're eating, if we're out at a restaurant and we're trying to make healthier choices to help for our health, and you turn around and you look at someone with a huge plate of fried everything, all the trans fats and everything in there, the fatty substances in there can also cause the same type of disease that having an alcoholic type liver or liver damage due to alcoholism can also be caused by that as well.
Right.
By having those high fatty foods. So I kind of think back to years ago when I saw, what our liver does for us. It's filtering everything out and helping, break down certain things so our body can process them and takes what it needs. And, it kind of sorts things out as far as, the nutrients that should be processed or what needs to be stored. because the liver is a fat, I mean, it stores fat soluble vitamins and sugar in there in the form of glycogen. But then when you need those things, that's when your body needs those things, it releases that. So I think back to that episode years ago with Dr. Oz on Oprah, when he was talking about the liver and showing what the liver does. He had a big, just a glass box, and he took a screen and put it over it. And then he poured water on top of it. And he goes, this is what your liver does. It filters things through. So the things that can filter go right through the screen representing the liver, will go right through the screen and either out of your body or stored and back into your body for use later. Then he had, and I can't remember exactly what he used, but I'm going to say maybe it's a can of like condensed soup, like the cream of chicken or cream of whatever. I'm just going to use that as an idea. So he poured that on there to represent all the fatty things, and the things that are not good for your liver. And then he tried, so it kind of clogged it up. It didn't come through, right? So he poured water over that, and it's still not coming through. So I look at that as that fatty substance is left there over time and will eventually, create like a fibrosis or like a type of cirrhosis, that it's causing scar tissue. And that's what the fibrosis and the cirrhosis is, scar tissue, damage to your liver. So that's what I think of when I'm trying to equate what the liver actually can help us with.
Right.
And help do for us.
I love that analogy. I'm going to try to find that from Oprah and see if.
Yeah, and I don't know exactly I can't remember exactly what he used, but I know he had some kind of screen in a box and, poured over it and then did something else and it kind of clogged it up and it didn't go through and it wasn't processed through is basically what he was saying at that point. So I threw in a couple other little things at the end there, but that was basically, what that was about. So with your liver, it does break down the proteins, for our body. It helps to remove alcohol or the effects of medication. But if you're overloading it, it can scar it, just like we were saying. It plays a major role with your immune system, in fighting against infections, helping your immune system to fight against infections by removing as many toxic things as it can. It also helps to break down damaged red blood cells and get rid of them. And let's see what else. It creates proteins to help your body for blood clotting, to clot, if you're cut or something, it releases those proteins for that as well.
It's one of the most important ones. And I think what was more eye-opening for me as we were talking and doing some research on this week is that, I came at this focused on the liver and what all my other, all those other people were doing by drinking so much. But what I need to remember and, kind of point the finger back at myself is, like you said, the diet, but especially sugar is really bad for your liver. So, it's like that. I didn't realize, here I am pointing fingers about alcohol, but really like it's eating a junk food diet and that sad American diet, right? The, with all of the processed foods and things like that, is just not great. And that also takes a toll on your liver.
Yeah. So when I think of, like you mentioned the word diet, when I think of diet, everything negative comes into my head about what I can't have, what I shouldn't be eating, da, 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 da. So instead of using the term diet, I like to say healthy eating plan, because what's in the word healthy? Heal. So you're going to heal by eating good foods. So that's what we need to, more concentrate on, and helping out with our liver. Some of the good things that we can eat could be oatmeal, broccoli's good for you, all vegetables like that. low glycemic fruits. So most of all your berries are low glycemic. Actually, coffee is good for you too, but not in a large amount, maybe 2 to 3 cups a day. Green tea is full of antioxidants, and so is our Ninja Red is full of antioxidants too, which can help support our liver. Drinking plenty of water, and what was it, half your body weight in ounces of water is a good amount to do.
But that's your starting point, right?
That's your starting point, because if you're drinking a cup, for myself, if I'm drink a cup of coffee, I like to follow it up with a glass of water, because I know coffee, there she goes. Coffee can be dehydrating, or any kind of liquid that's dehydrating, or whatever you're eating. Always follow up with water. Nuts are good to help with your liver and heart health because of the vitamin E, especially almonds. Spinach is great antioxidant. It has something called glutathione in it. Glutathione, I can't even pronounce it. But anyway, that helps to support good liver health. And like we said, blueberries and different types of berries. There's different spices that can help with our liver health too. So instead of using salt, maybe use, I don't know, oregano or sage or rosemary, something like that, curry powder even, or cumin.
I think sometimes we have to develop new tastes, right? We're so accustomed to salting everything, or salt and pepper or whatever. Pepper's fine, but I think we have to develop that, our palates for new spices to kind of take the place of salt. We need some salt, but traditionally, I think in the American diet, we just oversalt everything, and we've gotten used to it that way.
Right. And like Linda said, staying away from fatty foods, saturated fats, those are all good things. Ease up on the sugar, like you already mentioned. And some of the other things that do have the salts, like lowering that salt intake, is, soft drinks, Coke and Pepsi products. All those things have a lot of salt in it, not to mention the amount of sugar in it as well. And we talked about the moderate alcohol consumption and staying away from those packaged foods, which really have a lot of salt in there. Other things that you want to be careful too is if you're taking herbal supplements, there's one herbal supplement called Kava Kava, I think it's called, and it's for menopause symptoms. So before taking that supplement, talk to your doctor about it. You don't want to, because there's been things that people have said that it could possibly cause inflammation of your liver and problems with your liver. And again, you want to maintain a healthy weight, and don't overdo your vitamin A intake, and also don't overdo acetaminophen, which is a pain reliever. Be very careful with that, because that can also cause issues with your liver.
I was impressed that, I know where the liver is. It's under your right, and it might look like your left to you when I'm doing this, but under your right rib cage. And it's the size of a football. Now, not in volume, but like flat out, it's pretty large. And the whole job is to help your body get rid of those harmful chemicals. It makes bile, which helps you break down the fat from food. There's, from this one WebMD site, there's no big trick or mystery about keeping your liver healthy, right? A lot of the things you've already mentioned: the alcohol, healthy diet, regular exercise. Also, some medications can really have side effects on your liver and can cause problems. Tylenol being one of them. So if you overdo it on Tylenol, you might want to think of another alternative for that. That was one of the things that I have totally removed from my house is any kind of painkillers and over-the-counter
Right.
medications. You know, I look to oils first. If I have to take a prescription, so be it. But in 5 years of doing essential oils, the only thing I had to take was an allergy medication when I had an adverse reaction to something. And that was for a short time. I'm trying to work with my husband. He's on more medications to kind of change the lifestyle and all of that to get off of those. So medications do take a toll on your liver, and Tylenol plus alcohol is a real no-no. You should not, not take Tylenol if you've been drinking. And I know some people are like, oh, I need that Tylenol, I've been drinking, but that combination is not good. Let's see. Some of the other things, don't touch or breathe in toxins. Well, we've been saying that all along, right?
Yeah.
So watch out for your cleaning products, aerosol products, insecticides, cigarettes, all of that stuff can be damaging. And you just don't know what's in your product. So like they target cleaning and aerosol, but guess what? Anything that you use on your body, around your body, can work its way into your body. So you really want to think clean and try to use this, know what's in the products that you're using.
And same thing with some of your foods. Yeah. With raw fish and, not cleaning your vegetables. If you're not, things may say they're washed a few times, but I did a little test on that.
Oh my gosh.
It said spinach, organic spinach yet, which, okay, yeah, there's organic dirt on it, but it said triple washed on there. So I thought, I'm going to really see if this is triple washed. So I put it in with our fruit and veggie wash in there and cleaned it. And after I took everything out, I looked down and the water was dirty. It was dirty.
I know that floored me.
So make sure you wash all your fruits and veggies, especially berries. Berries have so many little crevices in, if you're talking blackberries, raspberries, and the skin is so soft. So in strawberries as well, blueberries, make sure you're washing those really well. Too many places for everything to hide in there.
Even if you're going organic with these things, you still
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, one piece of controversy I think that we discovered was to keep your liver healthy, it says drink coffee. Now, I don't think that means, cup after cup after cup. And I also think that a good quality coffee, like probably not the K-cups that I drink, but a good quality coffee. In fact, somewhere I found a link to a great coffee, and now I got to go back and find it, that is supposed to be really beneficial to you. But they say that drinking some coffee can lower your risk of getting liver disease, but they don't know why. So, don't start drinking coffee if you don't already, and don't over drink coffee. But
no, keep it to a couple cups a day.
Yeah, that might be doing you some good for your liver. I don't know.
Right.
As far as healthy foods, and you mentioned some of them, but oatmeal is a great liver support food. And it can actually help you shed pounds. One woman that I worked with a few years ago, I took her place. So we worked together for a while, and then she left and I took her position. She had oatmeal every day, and she lost a considerable amount of weight. So that's an extra added benefit to that. Broccoli is another one. It can help you protect you from non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And they give you some ideas on how to use this. We'll put all of these links in underneath today in the Facebook group. You already talked about sugar and green tea and water, almonds, probably recapping things you've already said. One of the other things that I found was that your liver, when your liver is affected, it can actually affect your brain as well. And it can cause a loss of brain function. You'd think that I had that right now. I'm stuttering. It's called hepatic encephalopathy. And it could occur suddenly, or it may develop over time, but it's when your liver is unable to remove toxins from the blood, that's going to work its way up and affect your brain. So just, keep an eye out for that, just keep that in the back of your mind, that the liver is probably one of the most important organs in our body for keeping everything else healthy. Okay. So when you have liver damage, you could have less body fluids, become dehydrated. You may be eating too much protein. You could have low potassium or sodium. You could be bleeding from the intestine, stomach, or food pipe. You're more susceptible to infections, kidney problems, low oxygen levels in the body. Let's see. These disorders can appear similar. Alcohol intoxication, it may have the same kind of appearance as that. Subdural hematoma, and other brain disorders caused by a lack of vitamin B1. So I don't want to get into the whole science of that, but I'll put that article in there just as a reminder that our liver affects every part of our body. And let's see, my computer is slow in opening up some of the other, I got too many of them open. I should just close the ones we've already talked about. That way, yeah, that would make sense, right? Oh, did you talk about how the liver can regenerate? Did you talk about that at all yet?
No, I did not yet. I was waiting for you. I thought maybe you would like to talk about that. You did a great job explaining it.
Why don't you explain that while I look for those other things?
Okay. Well, the liver actually can regenerate. I didn't know if you're aware of that, but it talked about in one of the articles, I believe that Linda had there, that it can actually fully regenerate. So if like a part of the liver is removed, through surgery, within like a week to 2 weeks, it completely goes back to its normal size. It, the weight is there, the size is there. So it just kind of, and I don't believe there is any other organ in your body that can do that.
That is amazing.
It's just amazing to me how that, if you remove a part of it, it can grow it back.
And when you hear something like that, I don't know about you, but it makes me feel like there's so much we still don't know about the human body. We always look to doctors for the answers, but until somebody discovers something, we're all in the dark, right? And so I just feel like if you are intuitive, you listen to your own body, you pay attention to the signs, you're going to get a lot further than listening to the experts all the time. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean like to open up to more ideas. Because I feel like doctors are very limited. They learn with their blinders on. And so they have, and not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them, go through medical school and they know what they know, and this is how they proceed. And they're not always open to other alternative medicine methods and homeopathic healing and all of that. So I just feel like there's so much that we don't know. And that science is always evolving and changing.
Well, our bodies were technically, I feel like they were created to kind of heal on their own. Of course, when we need that medical intervention, you get it, right? For whatever. But if you cut yourself, and I'm not talking gash real deep, it heals over, it scabs over, your body does what it needs to do. And then you have, maybe a little scar left, but it heals on its own. So everything in your body is controlled through your brain. So if you're getting good brain signals all the way through to all parts of your body's going to heal to the best of its ability. Each of your organs, each of your glands and everything, it's going to produce and do what it's supposed to do, as long as there isn't any crazy interference in there, or as long as you're not bombarding it from the outside in with bad things,
Yeah.
whether it's toxins or whatever. So I always say, and I got to give another plug. My son's a chiropractor, but find yourself a good chiropractor. Go ask around with your friends if they're seeing someone, and that's just all part of staying healthy.
All lifestyle and behavioral choices, right? And I feel like
exactly.
that's how we get into trouble, because we give in to the temptation, or we just don't take care of our bodies like we should.
Yeah.
If we did that, there would be, so much less, so many less health issues. That's
right.
not proper English, but I sometimes I think of it as the devil's work. It's like that cupcake is not something I should be eating. I'm being tempted.
But it has flour.
We give into it.
It has flour and eggs and whatever in there, right? So it's technically good. No.
I know we talk ourselves in and out of things really easily, but if you do that on a constant basis, then you're obviously going to be consuming too much of the salt, sugar, fats, alcohol, all of that stuff. We justify things to ourselves, but if we lived cleanly, if we did that whole foods, plant-based diet, we'd see a lot of changes in our own health. But it's not for the faint of heart, right? That goes against the whole standard American diet that we've grown up with, and some of us really love some of those foods, right? So
and because you're saying diet again, that brings negative. When people say diet to me, I feel like, oh, I've got to follow this regimented, get rid of this, get rid of that. But if you're doing a healthy eating plan, you can incorporate certain sweets in there. You just have to make them different. I mean, there's a great avocado chocolate pudding that's fantastic. And it actually, to me, it even tastes better than a regular chocolate pudding.
I think it goes back to loving yourself, and how are you going to love yourself, right?
Right, exactly.
And loving yourself with cupcakes. Boy, I want a cupcake right now, or a donut. Is not really loving yourself in the long run. So speaking of which, we're getting on to 11:55. I am going to do a little switcheroo here. And we have a comment from Anita. Hi, Anita. Anita and Denise for watching. LaTanya, hi everyone.
Hi.
Anita says, I drink at least 8 hours of water before my first cup of coffee in the morning. And she likes to add a drop or two of lemon essential oils to it. That's great. I think that's a good thing. I was on that routine and then I stopped. I was drinking lemon water. And now I'm trying to get into drinking some, like an 8-ounce, 10-ounce glass of water with 1 tablespoon of ACV, the apple cider vinegar. And then I also have another drink that I drink, but this week has been bad for drinking it before coffee, but that's absolutely right. You should be drinking that first to clean out your system. I like that idea. So proceed. I'm going to do the switcheroo and go to the kitchen demo, and I'm going to mute and you won't see me for a few minutes. Okay.
Okay, another thing you can do if you don't have essential oils in your house, and like Linda said, where she adds lemon to her water, you could also use a fresh lemon, squeeze that into your water, and that'll help as well. One of the other things that I started doing, and I think I noticed for myself, I was telling my friend Denise, who is on right now, I believe, is at night when I go to bed, before I actually lay down to go to sleep, I'll lay down and have my legs propped up on something So all that fluid and everything drains down into your, your core area and helps with all the, the processing of, for your digestion. It helps for, inflammation in your leg. It helps with a lot of things to get that blood back circulating into your core. Okay, Linda's on, so I'm going to stop talking.
So our DIY today is a little bit different. It's not an oily recipe, but we thought, sticking with the theme of liver health, that we found a liver detox smoothie that I'm going to make. Now, disclaimer, a couple of the ingredients I didn't have, so I'm going to substitute or leave it out, only because I'm going to drink this afterwards and I didn't want it to be disgusting. One of the ingredients is 2 tablespoons of a hemp protein powder, which I don't have. My protein powder is this one, and it's made with bone broth, but it's chocolate flavored. And when you see all the other fruits and vegetables that I'm adding to this, I just didn't think chocolate was going to be the way to go. So I'm going to leave out the protein powder and give myself some protein in a different way later. And I didn't have a ripe banana, so I have some mango, which I thought would add the sweetness and some thickness to it. I don't know, but we're going to try that. So this is the 1 ripe banana, which I'm substituting mango. A half of a green apple chopped up. So I have a Granny Smith apple. And let's see, medium-sized carrot. And I chopped that up. One got away. Oops, missed some apple there. Let's see, a handful of spinach. It says a 1/4 inch nub of turmeric root peeled, but I don't keep that around the house. So I just have some turmeric, probably too much, but I'm going to add it anyway. I have some dried turmeric, which I use all the time. It's one of the things that I have, and I put in just about everything that I cook, just to add a little turmeric. Let's see, a tablespoon of fresh parsley. And I did have some fresh parsley because it's the only thing that was growing in my garden. So put that in there. And all of these fruits and vegetables have those liver cleaning properties in them. 3 walnut halves, and it says a pinch of cinnamon, so I put it right on the walnut halves so it would all come out. The protein powder is 2 tablespoons of the hemp protein powder, and I'm just gonna skip that one today. A half of a lemon juiced, so I'm gonna do that. And then the last thing is 3/4 cup of unsweetened almond milk. And that should be good for the lemon. I don't know if I like putting the lemon in with the almond milk, but we'll see what happens. I don't know. It doesn't look like enough liquid to me. Oh, and I thought maybe since ginger is so good for the liver, I'm going to include a drop of ginger vitality oil, and only 1 drop, because otherwise it'll be too strong. In fact, 1 drop might be too much. Sometimes you have to use just a toothpick dip of that. All right, it's going to get loud for a minute. I like to turn it off and then turn it on. If I hear anything chunky, then I do another round of it. So it is a green smoothie here. It does not look the same color as the one in the picture. but it is a green smoothie. It's pretty good. It's a little chunky. I feel like it could maybe be blended more, maybe a little bit more liquid. They also say that if it's not sweet enough, excuse me, you can add a little raw honey.
But Linda did also tell me yesterday that that recipe has a banana, a ripe banana, a half a banana, I think you said, added to it. So that will add extra sweetness as well. She just didn't have one today.
Well, I put the mango in, which is pretty sweet.
Right. But then,
yeah, I don't know if I just needed to blend it a little bit more. It's not like I can't taste it, but it just feels like it's not smooth enough. I would probably,
I think,
add a little bit more milk or something just to smooth it out, because it's very, very thick.
Yeah, and the banana will make it be a little more creamier. Or you could add half of an avocado to it. That will also make it
That's an idea.
in place of the banana, but it won't make it sweeter with an avocado.
Right. And that reminds me about one of our helpful hints that I was going to do today. These are my avocado rolls. And what you do is you peel your avocado and you take out the pulp and you mash it down. And then I used a cookie scoop to put these onto a tray and lay them all out, put them in the freezer. And then when they're frozen, I put them in a bag. So now I've got some avocado ready to go. And I'm going to put this back in here, add some more milk or maybe a splash of orange juice, maybe not, maybe milk, almond milk, and smooth it up again. But I think I'm going to have a liver detox today. It's pretty good, tasty. So, all right. I think that's all we had for today. And thank you all for joining us. And remember, this will be in Living Well and Wise, and it will be on Linda Loves Lab in the section under Saturday Zoom, lindaloveslab.com. That's what that website is. And we'll be sure to post a bunch of links about liver health today. So love your liver, live your lover, love your lover. We'll talk about Valentine's Day next week, right? We'll have some special recipes. We'll have to get together and talk about that. So
okay, sounds good.
All right.
Everyone have a great week. Thank you. Thanks
have a
for
nice
joining
trip.
us. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.